In a world where all the YouTube money is dried up.
Now, one thing I do want to say, and I already explained this on the forums, I'm going to say it again. This is not a conversation of should Phil do Patreon. I'm doing Patreon. There's no way around not doing Patreon.
In a world when fan interaction is as much as saying,
all these idiots in stream chat. Phil's reading stream chat. I haven't even looked at stream chat in like 100 years. The hell are you talking about? I haven't been paying attention to all. Oh, this is a good one. Why is it that when everyone asks a legitimate question that isn't some ego question for Phil, the person gets banned and the question gets called stupid? Because that doesn't happen, just that you're stupid, and you probably ask dumb fucking questions that really no one wants the answers to, besides drama queen teenage idiots who like to just enforce negativity into everything related to me instead of actually caring. So, fuck off. There you go. There's your answer. Oh, and by the way, have a good night outside of my chat. This fucker's played 1,000 fucking matches. Are you kidding me? What a fucking loser. Seriously.
in a world where you live with your full-time girlfriend in your adult house.
Hey DSP, can I go with your daughter Pandaline a couple years?
This guy is he's so intelligent. I mean, his humor is so spot on that how could anyone not just break out into hilarious laughter at these well thought out, poignant remarks from this gentleman? He's just so fucking intelligent and funny. Hilarious. Hilarious, the antics tonight. I mean, it's not like he's a complete fucking loser and he's proven to the entire internet that he's a fucking idiot and has a terrible sense of humor and probably is 14 fucking years old. Balls haven't dropped yet, because that's what it sounds like on the fucking mic anyway. No, he's cool. I don't just fucking make fun of others.
In a world where mentally ill trolls stalk you day and night.
Your girlfriend's an idiot.
Look at this guy. Now he's gonna insult my girlfriend, but he says yeah, what a fucking loser.
You're fucking awful.
What a fucking loser.
Now look at my skeleton, bitch.
Wow. I actually have to upload this video.
Stop playing video games, you're
I have to upload this video to show the level of intelligence of the common person playing this fucking game. What a fucking idiot.
Online only. Online sweep. These butt slams would never work if it was offline, guys. I'm a true tournament player. I really know a lot about Street Fighter. And these butt slams would just never... I was blocking that! You fucking suck. You're an embarrassment to the FGC, kid. You're horrible. Darkside Phil, kill yourself. Nobody likes you. Nobody cares about you. You're the worst.
For all the people who out there who always say that, oh, he's horrible at games, I think this is kind of a shot to the, or punch in the face for those idiots, because, you know, the bottom line is, again, I can be good at games if I want to. If I actually want to take a minute to try to be serious with it, I can do it. The thing is, when I'm doing my playthroughs, I don't want to do that. And that's why I play, oh no, he sucks at Metal Gear, because I wasn't trying hard to do good at the game. That's not what I do. I'm not a top-level pro player at every game that I play. I'm trying to have fun. That's the key here.
In a world where Kojima lives in your closet. In a world where the plug is always about Patreon. And sometimes soap. What's up? Tevin C here. And yet again, it's that wonderful time of the month when our favorite Let's Player, our favorite patron, or Patreon, whatever you call it, updates his Patreon account. And last month to this day he updated it, so at least he's on schedule. And you see here, last month he had 158 patrons, $1,381.07 a month. Pretty wonderful, right? And this was when he first started doing the Yakuza 4 foolishness, which was pretty much him saying, I want to play this game, continue to give me money to play this game I want to play. So let's see what progress Darkside Phil has made in the last month. See here, 160 patrons, 1,200 $50 a month. So that's not good, right? But yeah, this is my second time recording this because the first time was really fucked up. And I feel like it was something else I wanted to say. I'm doing this for my nice camera, my nice new camera, just to be a dick, even though it's way more trouble. But let's start off at the top and see if he changed anything. Spoiler alert, he kinda didn't. But we have DSP's Best of the Classics, whichever game is chosen by patrons in June. This is pretty much his Mahntages. And didn't he want I think he wanted $1,000 for Mahntages originally, like the month before last. I don't know. Look that up if you care. It's kind of hard to know the original goals and shit because it's not like it's not a way to look up the old goals. Anyway, let's continue. My first series of DSP Classics Mahntages, Heavy Rain, concluded in early June. The series was great, but viewership trailed off due to lack of ongoing interest, and common feedback was that it went on far too long. But I thought the point of doing Patreon was so you wouldn't have to mention views all the time. Even worse, so you mentioning views on something you got paid to do. Even worse, so your montages get better views than everything else you upload at this point. But whatever, dude. Anyway, in fact, I canceled my plans to do a bonus video of the DLC because of it. If this goal is met, the series will continue throughout July, and patrons are currently voting on which game it will be. Current leaders: Indigo Prophecy, another short game, damn near the same as Heavy Rain; Fallout 3, an extremely long game; TV Superstars, I don't even know what that is; and Red Dead Redemption, another extremely long game. Remember, he wanted to continue to do the montages, but he said he wanted it to be a shorter game, so it would take less. Now let's think about this. Heavy Rain, a game you can beat in about 10 hours. It took him 8 montages to do it. 8 20 to 30 minute montages, I think. And Indigo Prophecy more than likely will be the same. If he did a freaking Fallout 3 or Red Dead Redemption montage series, this shit would take half a year for him to finish. Because every 10 episodes would probably be another 30-minute montage, and that shit was hundreds of episodes long. So, okay, let's see how that works out. Because I'm pretty sure Fallout 3 or Red Dead Redemption is going to win. I highly doubt Indigo Prophecy or TV Superstars will win, but if they did win, it would be easy for him, which is what he wants. Now is the time to play so we can get this series on track with more variety and less games dragging on. Yeah, whatever. Then we have $1,000 a month. This was Yakuza last month. DSP plays it. Patron's Choice returns. Per viewer and patron demand, it's back. If the goal is met, patrons will again nominate and vote on their personal choice for a playthrough. I will begin in late July / early August. Parentheses. Dependent on status of projects such as Yakuza 4, which is already underway, etc. What the fuck is that? Give me $1,000. I'm gonna do whatever you want me to do, depending on something I'm already doing that you didn't ask me to do. What? So he will do this late July, early August. Alright? So it's June 19th. For some reason he updates his shit in the middle of the month. He needs to start updating in the beginning of the month. Hopefully I remember to explain why later. Well, another reason why later. But okay, he gets his money in the beginning of July, and he might start this in the end of July or in August, depending on how far along he is in Yakuza 4. Whatever. Patrons Choice Marathon continues. Same game or a new one based on patron voting. In late June, I will have played, because this didn't happen yet. In late June, I will have played a 7+ hour mini marathon of the following game series: Classic Sonic, Sonic 1 through 3, Crash 1 through 3. No, I don't even say 1 through 3, but it will be 1 through 3. or Banjo-Kazooie HD re-release on the 360. Now, since I'm making this goal, this is an ongoing thing with his Patreon. You see how wordy everything is? He doesn't need all of these words. People don't want to read all of that. Anyway, now since I'm making this goal ahead of time, I cannot say which one will win. But if this goal is met, patrons will again vote on if they, 1, want to see the same game series continued in the marathon in late July, or 2, they want to see another of the 3 selections played. So, yeah, it's still shit, because he's either going to play Sonic, Crash, or Banjo-Kazooie this month, and next month he's going to play either Sonic, Crash, or Banjo-Kazooie. It's pretty much what he wants to play. He's not going to end up being stuck with some shitty indie game or something he won't like he did with the indie marathon. And then I love this part. Please note, I will probably try other kinds of mini marathons and return to indie games in the future as well. I will probably try other kinds of marathons and return to indies. Why is that even there? Is he expecting me to say, okay, well, I wanted to donate to Dark Side Phil, but I really want the indie marathons to come back, so I'm gonna donate now based on the hopes that he might go back and do something. I'm just gonna wait until he does what I want him to do to donate. That's what the normal person would think, unless they just want to give him money every month for nothing. It's multiple reasons why he's getting less money this month. Multiple reasons. And stretch goal, this is fun. Stretch goal explanation. This new 1080p professional camera. You see, it used to be $2 grand. Now it's $1,965. And we have, unfortunately, I was not able to raise many additional funds in the months of April and May for a better camera. Only $5 and $30 respectfully. Alright, the way DSP works with his camera situation is money can be invisible, money cannot exist, all kind of crazy shit. But he, for instance, $1,250 is his top goal. If he gets $1,255, $5 will go towards the camera, even though he makes it seem like these things he's doing cost money. And the thing is, it's supposed to be, well, me doing montages and doing the mini marathons, it takes away from my daily gameplay videos, and that takes away views. So he's pretty much kind of trying to say time is money, even though his montages get better views than everything else he does, and Patron's Choice is only 1 day out of the month, and DSP plays it. I mean, to be honest, yeah, the DSP plays his stuff like his well, Persona 4 got okay views compared to everything else, but Yakuza 4 is in the shithole right now as far as views is concerned. But let's go on a field trip to DSP Gaming YouTube channel, and let's see. Of course, his E3 stuff got a ton of fucking views because of duh. But let's just look at the average number of views. And of course, The Witcher 3, he's at part 141 right now. So of course, I won't be getting 5,000-6,000 views a video, but still, him doing a montage, for instance, is gonna take away from him playing The Witcher 3 for a day. But what is he really losing out on? A couple of thousand views. But you see here, 300 views, 400 views. This is a stream, so that doesn't count. Yakuza, 700 views, 900 views, 700 views, 900 views. E3 stuff, 10,000 views. Witcher, 700, 700, 700. E3, 20,000, of course. 1,500. That's a Lego Jurassic World, so that's something he just started. Of course, the early on videos in the series get a lot of views compared to the later stuff. MKX, 1,000, 1,300, 800. Yeah, these views are pretty fucking low, right? But remember, him doing these montages, they take away from him doing other stuff that gets views. It's like he tries to fool us into thinking the montages get such shit views that he should be getting paid to do it. This is part 8 of the Heavy Rain montage, 4,400 views, and you compare it to the other stuff around it, yeah, it has way more by a long shot. And you could look at even Splatoon, it barely got any kind of decent views, and that game was, you know, the hot shit when it first came out. You know, the brand new games always get decent views. Oh, I hope I didn't click on the video. Okay, I didn't. Good. Let's continue. And this is another stream, so that doesn't count. 4,000 views. 17,000 views for the best and worst of May. 17,000 views. Does anything else around this video have close to that? No. Part 7 of Best and Worst of Heavy Rain, almost 7,000 views. So yeah, if anything, he should be paying people he should be paying the people that gave him the idea of doing the montages, because they get more views than anything else he's doing. But yeah, he needs $750 to do montages. Because why not? Because why not? Anyway, I went completely off track, didn't I? But what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, if he gets anything over this $1,250 mark, that goes towards the camera. But you also have to take into consideration that he might go on Twitter at any point in time and say, well, I had $150 over the limit for the camera, but credit card fees and Patreon fees made it to when I only had $5. So you really got to go by his word with a lot of stuff, because pretty much every month now he says that the money you see him getting, he not getting. So if this said $1,400, he would say, well, I'm not getting $1,400 because people get declined and Patreon fees and credit card processing fees. So you can't even really trust this number, and you can't even trust this number. But oh yeah, the other point I was trying to make is he's making it seem like it cost him $750 to do montage. Doesn't. If anything, he's making a few dollars on these montages, and DSP plays it barely cost him any money. If that, some of the games might not cost him anything. Patron's Choice Marathon won't cost him any money based on what he plays. If he plays Sonic, that's going to cost him $0 because he's just going to play it on an emulator. So where is the money going? You know what I mean? And the way, I guess the way DSP handles it is that, you know, everything under $1,250, he sees it as his money, and you know, it's his money. He does whatever the fuck he wants to do with it. If he gets over that, then he sees that as, oh well, I'm gonna use this to upgrade my shit, whatever. And I mean, obviously I got a problem with it, you know, how he treated it. He could easily just use this $750 right here to buy a new camera. And I think if he did that, a lot more people would have faith in him when it comes to Patreon, and a lot more people would trust him, instead of him getting all of this free money for doing stuff that gets decent views anyway, and then ask for more money to buy a camera. It's kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous. It's like, I don't even feel like coming up with an analogy right now. It's too early in the morning. But yeah. Anyway, let's continue to read this. Only $5 and $30 respectively. The plan is to buy a full 1080p camera that has better capabilities than mine right now, such as 60 FPS or possibly 4K, with a much larger lens and better brightness adjustments, etc. For use in new ongoing series like my game reviews, the Project 7 renewal, etc. It's not very likely that the camera will be obtained in time, as Project 7 will begin work in the second half of July, but any additional funds over my $1,250 goal will still go towards this camera. Well, that's kind of shit, isn't it? Anyway, and also we have the perks. The perks are exactly the same, which is the reason why I think his overall funding goals, well, overall funding levels are getting lower and staying so fucking stagnant. But you see here we have the top tier levels. Top tier, low tier, low tier, low tier guy. But we see here we have the top tier levels. $30, you get a t-shirt. I'm not gonna read it. I read it in the last video. I'm gonna give a simple explanation. $30, you get a t-shirt. $50, you get a private video. $75, you get included into a future project like Project 7 or something else if Project 7 doesn't happen. Okay, he's been doing these same exact perks for what, 6 months? However long he's been doing Patreon. He needs to change these top perks. He only has 2 fucking shirts left, so this needs to change. And then another thing to take into consideration, only 2 people are pledging to each of these, which means obviously it has no interest. Of course, the easy way around it is to say, oh, well, people don't have $30 and $50 and $75. But if they do, they are not interested, obviously. When you have 2 people pledging to something, just take a chance and change it. Just say, hey, if you want a shirt, pledge now to get your fucking shirt because I'm changing it. If you want a private video, pledge now to get your private video because I'm changing it. If you want to be in Project 7, pledge now because I'm changing it. This should be something else, and the shirt should be something else. The private videos, I guess, could stay. $20 gets you priority access to Ask the King, his stupid fucking Q&A session, when you pretty much email him a question and he may or may not answer it. And this gets you priority access, which means you will guaranteed get your question answered, which is a lie, because when he first started doing Ask the King, he said he won't answer some kind of questions. But that's the simple way of putting it. You guarantee get your question answered, which is kind of silly. You know, spend $20 to get 1 question answered. Yeah, that's kind of a lot, but whatever. And $10, you get these $1 and $5 perks. Of course, every perk gets you the previous perks, except for 50 and 75, I think. Yeah, because 50 doesn't get the $30 perk, 75 doesn't get the 50 or the $30 perk. But 30 gets everything previous, and 20 gets everything previous, 10 and 5 and so on. But 10, you get a thank you shout out during his vlog videos, and you get your name posted in the video, which is the same thing he used to shit on other people for doing, but that's besides the point. $5 gets you an exclusive forum title and section to post on in his website, thekingofbands.com, which is very exciting. You know, if you're not banned already from his website, you get a special forum title. And this is one of the things. The $5 one, the $10 one, and I guess the $1 one. These are the ones that kind of annoy me, because he updates his Patreon account pretty much the 19th of every month, almost clockwork at this point. Why? I don't know. He needs to just let it roll over and update it the first of the month. But if I pledge $10 to him right now, he's gonna get it the beginning of July. But I'm not gonna get my I'm not. Well, yeah, $10 you get a special forums title too. So yeah, I pledged $10 now. He's not gonna get it till the beginning of July, but he won't give me my custom forum title until the middle of July, because apparently it takes him like 2 weeks to do this. I've been watching how he treats the people after they first donate to him, and usually it'll be the second week of the month, and he'll go on Twitter, do his little videos, and say, "Oh well, the people that pledged last month got their new forum titles," and it's like, why is it taking you 2 weeks to give me a forum title? Think about it this way: if I pledge today, I get my new forum title by next month around this time. What if I don't pledge the next month? That means I gave him money and I only got my perk for 2 weeks, because I'm probably gonna lose my forum title quicker than I could get it. So I would probably lose my forum title in the beginning of the month, even though it takes me until the second half of the month to get it. It's weird. He needs to manage it a little bit better. people shouldn't pay him this money, and it takes 2 weeks after he gets the money for him to update shit. It's kind of lazy, just a little bit. Anyway, dollar people, get your name in text featured in thanks to the following patron section of a video. So the weekend preview, pretty much. This month was unfortunately messed up. He needs to update this, because this is from May and it's not May anymore. Whatever. But yeah, if I pledge $1, my name in text would scroll during the end of his weekend preview, which is very exciting. Obviously not really, but yeah, that's DSP's Patreon account. $1,250, 160 patrons as of June 19, 2015. I'm sure by the end of the month he'll probably weasel his way into getting at least $100 worth of people to come in, but then he's gonna say, well, credit card processing fees and the Patreon fees made it to when I only have $1 to go towards the camera. You know he's gonna pull some bullshit. You know he is. He could get $1,700 and he's still gonna say, well, after processing fees and Patreon fees, I only have $100 to go towards the camera. That's just what I expect of him. He might not do that, but I expect it of him. Will he ever get the camera? Probably not. Will he ever change his perks? He should, but probably won't. Will he ever get more interesting milestone goals? Probably not. But that's dark side feel for you. That's dark side feel for you. Anyway, it's been Tevin C, and I'll see you in the next video.